Hey Mauricio, it's Danny from SecondsOut. How are you?
Fine, fine. And you, my friend?
I'm very good, thank you. There's a lot to talk about, I think.
Yes, yes.
Let's start with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Just to give a bit of background, obviously the purse bids for their heavyweight title rematch was scheduled originally for 2 weeks ago. They were granted a 1 week extension because they were close to a deal. Last Tuesday, purse bids were set for, but again they asked for another extension because they were very close. You said you would personally monitor the situation and give help if necessary. Just give us an update on the current situation because obviously it's almost another week now since that postponement.
I was in communication with both parties last week, and as I stated, I will be monitoring uh, every step. I'm going to be contacting each party today to confirm exactly where they stand regarding the negotiations for the rematch. As soon as I have the view from both sides, then I can direct to the WBC board and proceed with the position of the WBC.
Obviously, it was announced in London this morning that Tyson Fury had signed a new co-promotional agreement with Frank Warren and Top Rank and would be featured on ESPN in the US going forward. Were you aware of that deal before it was announced? Did you know that this was going to be announced?
No, no, no. I was given the information same time as everyone else uh, through the media, and that's all I know. I didn't know anything. I don't know if it has any influence in the current negotiations, and that's why I'm going to contact both sides today to confirm where they stand.
I think the concern of fans, I guess, is that with Fury now committed to an exclusive deal with a US broadcaster, it could make the rematch, more difficult to put together. But Wilder has since said in a tweet that he's not exclusively committed to a broadcaster on his own side. So it's possible that the fight could still go ahead to the highest bidder or even go to purse bids and see who bids the most.
Yeah, the WBC does not get involved in the business side of the sport, and that's an issue that the promoters have to deal with. I'm going to contact them and see where they stand and uh, come out with a WBC position. This is a fight of world interest, and I was led to believe by both sides that they were very, very close to sign the deal, and hopefully that is the case, and the fight goes on. And if both still want the fight, then that's the position of WBC to have the fight take place.
If you speak, and I don't want to kind of second guess what's going to happen, but if you speak to both parties and they are both keen to fight each other, which does seem to be the case from their public comments today. However, they tell you, Mauricio, we want the fight, but we're not close to a deal anymore. You know, the TV broadcaster situation has happened. The deal is not as close as it was 6 days ago when we last spoke. What sort of action would you take in that case if the deal is not close anymore? Would you go immediately to purse bids?
You know, I need to be responsible, and for me to comment on a perception or an opinion would be irresponsible. I cannot speculate. So what I can do is only get the facts and rule from there with the WBC Board of Governors. So I hope that you don't take this as me avoiding a question, but for me to give a course of action without having all the facts would be irresponsible.
No, no, of course. Let me just ask you one final question on this subject before we move on. How personally disappointed would you be if the rematch didn't happen, or at least if it didn't happen in the next fight?
I would be disappointed, of course, because the WBC went out and accepted and supported a rematch. It's a fight that the world wants to see. It created tremendous interest worldwide, as the first one was dramatic and for high level. And the rematch certainly will bring attention to the sport and to the heavyweight division. So, being said that, it's a fight that we would absolutely support and would like to see. If it does not happen, then it means we lost 2 months. Like last year, we lost a lot of months with the idea of Wilder against Joshua. But this is outside of our control, and hopefully the ones in the negotiations reach an agreement and give the fans and the world a fight that everybody wants to see.
And staying with the heavyweight division, just tell us what was behind the thinking to mandate a match between Dillian Whyte and Dominic Breazeale for an interim title in the division.
The interim title status is a provision for the activity of a division whenever the champion has issues. Most of the time it's because of medical, but there are also provisions for contractual or for other reasons. With the WBC position regarding the potential fight with Joshua last year, with the WBC position sanctioning Fury last year, and also the rematch, that means that we have put the mandatory contender Breazeale and the leading contenders as Dillian Whyte in a waiting position. So with the interim championship, we give activity to both of them. The winner becomes a mandatory challenger for the championship, and also the conditions are better than just being a regular mandatory contender.
And kind of an obvious question, if the Fury-Wilder rematch doesn't happen and Wilder needs a new challenger, would the interim title fight still go ahead and the winner of that would become his mandatory, or would one of those two guys be elevated without having to fight?
Well, that's another similar to the last one, in which I would be subject of speculation. So I prefer not to speculate and first get the absolute position from Wilder and the position from Fury, and from there we have the elements to rule on the administration of the heavyweight division.
Brilliant. Well, I really, really appreciate your time, Mauricio, and I hope you'll have some more news for us regarding Fury and Wilder maybe tomorrow in the coming days.
Me too, and I'll keep you posted, my friend.
Brilliant. All right, you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Take care.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.